Welcome back to another pick a card video. So today we have 3 piles represented by these 3 enchanting stones. Pile number 1 is this moonstone. I actually don't know what this is. Pile 2, we have bismuth. And pile 3, well, it's a pretty red one, and I think that's all that matters. So the timestamps will be below in the description to correspond with whatever pile you pick. Feel free to choose as many or as little as you would like. And let's get started here with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. Welcome to your weekly reading. This will cover July 29th, Monday, to August 4th, following Sunday, or just whenever this video finds you. Okay, interesting. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 10 of Pentacles upright. And we have the 10 of Spatulas in reverse. So for this upcoming week, I'm seeing a lot of endings and beginnings to different cycles in your life. I think there's a huge shift happening maybe in your work life, your career. I think an investment you made a really long time ago might finally be paying off. I actually wouldn't be surprised. We have Judgment in reverse at the bottom here. I wouldn't be surprised if you're not even aware of what this investment was, because maybe it happened so long ago. But I am seeing that it is paying off very nicely. It's going to be extremely rewarding, and I feel like it could be an idea you had long ago that maybe you forgot you even wanted. But it seems very creative and unique to yourself and your desires. So with the 10 of Spatulas here reversed, I also feel like this could be an ending to a chapter in your life that felt kind of stressful or chaotic, fast-paced. So I think, this all seems to be related somehow. Maybe your work was affecting other areas of your life. Maybe, I really feel like your creativity was stunted in some way or another. And now there is an opportunity for you to come forward and showcase your art, your creation. Maybe you're cooking something. Maybe it's some pretty patties here, like on the card. There is some food imagery here, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's food related, but not necessary. So yeah, I feel like something was stunting your creative growth in the past. And I think this upcoming week, it's kind of falling to the wayside. I am seeing that it could be slightly confusing as to how this happened, or maybe who made this happen. But just with this card showing up as well, the two of bubbles, it could be a really solid friendship, relationship, something very nurturing in your life that has encouraged you maybe on a subconscious level to kind of step forward and put yourself out there. So I feel like the advice for you this upcoming week, pile one, is to trust in your intuition and yourself, because what's happening this upcoming week is proof that we don't truly let go of what we really desire. I feel like this is a message of our dreams and desires and hopes and goals kind of living in our subconscious, and, taking the extra step to invest in ourselves and what we want and our accomplishments in order to take small, maybe slow steps to get there. It definitely feels like kind of the culmination of a very long journey. And I just feel like it's been a while because, the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. And we also have this like ancient looking Mr. Krabs' first dime on there. And it just looks ancient to me. So I feel like it's a good reminder that maybe on a daily basis we do things to slowly contribute to our goals in life. And I'm really feeling that this upcoming week you will see the results of those investments. So, pile number one, this is your reading. Leave a comment if you feel like this resonated. I would love to know what is coming true for you in this upcoming week, and different ways that you invest in yourself. So don't forget to like the video if you feel so called, if it resonated with you, and subscribe to our channel because we post weekly videos. So thank you for coming. Next, we have pile number two with the bismuth again. So this is your weekly reading for July 29th to August 4th, or whenever this video finds you. So we have the Nine of Nets, the Magician, the Queen of Bubbles, with the Hanged Man at the bottom. Okay, so off the bat, lots of really strong emotions this upcoming week, but not necessarily sadness, even though I know this card kind of depicts that. But the Queen of Bubbles is really somebody who is very in control and in touch with their emotional side. And for you, pile number two, I'm seeing that you're very much in control of your emotions. I think there is a bit of a hang up here, maybe with the logical side of your brain, and it could be conflicting with your emotional side. But I also feel like because the Magician is in the middle, it gives us this sense of balance between the two of them, or maybe the need to balance the two of them in order to accomplish what you want to do, if you want to create something, or bring something to light that maybe is hard to communicate. I feel like there is some sort of communication issue happening this upcoming week that has some hangups. So I think that it's kind of encouraging you to just make some sort of movement or take a step in any direction to kind of move through your emotions and move through these thoughts, because I feel like these thoughts and feelings are kind of fueling you in different ways. And I do feel like there could be something hidden here as well. Maybe you're having trouble opening up on one end or the other of the spectrum of thoughts and feelings, and I feel like opening up to somebody or opening up through whatever medium that you're comfortable in, whether it's artistically or maybe it's dancing, or maybe you play the clarinet like Squidward, I don't know. But I'm sensing that there has to be some sort of change here in order to propel you forward. I do think that this is really positive because we have the Magician and the Queen of Cups here, or the Queen of Bubbles in this deck. And there seems to be like a really strong internal foundation. So, but there seems to be some sort of communication issue. So perhaps you've mastered your emotions and maybe you have a hard time kind of communicating them to other people. And so there is a hang up. Even this reading alone kind of felt like a puzzle I was trying to decipher. So there seems to be a strong message here about communication and just how necessary it is to do that with those around you that you care about, because it will only strengthen your ties with them. So yeah, I feel like this one was a bit like I was walking in circles here trying to figure it out, but I think that's the message that's coming through. I don't get the sense that you're out of touch with your emotions by any means, but figuring out a way to communicate them or, translate your emotions or transform them somehow is going to be extremely beneficial for you in this upcoming week, pile number 2. So that is what I'm seeing for you this upcoming week. I hope it was relevant, and I hope that you're able to find ways to communicate your feelings. Be sure to like and subscribe if this resonated with you. We post videos on a weekly basis, and thank you for stopping by. Okay, pile number 3, last but not least, we have this beautiful red stone whose name is escaping me. So this is your weekly reading for the upcoming week of July 29th through August 4th. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, we have the 4 of spatulas, the Queen of Nets, the 4 of Tentacles, and the King of Bubbles on the bottom of the deck. So lots of strong, I feel like there's something kind of off-putting about all of these cards in some way, but let's get into it and see what comes out. So with the 4 of spatulas here, I think this upcoming week you could be starting something really new or really unusual, maybe something out of the ordinary for you, and maybe nobody really understands what you're doing except for you, and you're really having a good time doing it. And maybe it's something that you haven't shared with anyone else, but it could be something that you're doing at home or in privacy that is really fulfilling and kind of out of your comfort zone, but it seems to be really rewarding. So that's pretty cool. And it might have something to do with communication, or it could be something really traditional or old-fashioned. Maybe it's kind of harkening back to the past in some way, and I think it could be something to do with writing or using your voice in some way, but it seems to be really like profound and impactful for you. Then with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like there could come a time where you need to communicate, or maybe something comes up where your friends find out about this hobby of yours, and they're looking at you differently. But it is a stable, like a stable hobby. This is a really interesting reading. It could be like there comes a time where you need to ask your friends for help, and then it kind of reveals, maybe it's not necessarily a hobby, but maybe it's another facet of your personality that you weren't really expecting to share with others. But I think in doing so, it's going to create this really strong emotional connection, and you're going to feel closer with people, even at the risk of looking crazy. I think this message ultimately is like about vulnerability somehow. I think all of these characters display vulnerability in some way or another, and it's kind of like a grounding force that will let us feel seen and heard. And so again, it doesn't necessarily have to be an activity you're participating in, but I think just the act of sharing yourself and communicating different facets of yourself with others is going to be really beneficial for you long term, when you are kind of building up your trust in other people and your emotional vulnerability, which is a really beautiful thing. And I really like this reading. I think the main message coming out is just to share yourself with others and put yourself out there, and don't be afraid of, what they're going to think or if they're judging you. Because it seems like the ones truly meant to be in your life will be there, and it's ultimately going to bring you closer to those people, going to bring you closer to yourself, and kind of give others the same opportunity to share themselves as well. So pile number 3, this was a really, really interesting reading, and I hope it resonated with you, and feel free to be vulnerable in the comments if you feel so inclined. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We post videos every week, and we will see you next time. See you next time. See you next time. See you.